Hello everyone. Thank you for coming back with us on the K-pop Facts channel. Having just finished his mandatory military service, Jimin BTS was immediately surprised by big news from his close friend and groupmate, Kim Taehyung aka BTS. No one expected, including Jimin himself, that Taehyung would move this quickly. In just a matter of days after returning to the entertainment world, V immediately announced a collaboration with one of the most influential directors in South Korea, Park Chan-wook. This news immediately made Jimin speechless when he heard it from their manager. According to a big hit staff who leaked this information, Jimin's expression was truly unconcealable, between awe, surprise, and feeling challenged. How could it not be? Taehyung, who is usually calm and mysterious, this time really took a spectacular step. It is known that this project is not just an ordinary collaboration. Taehyung is rumored to be the main character in Park Chan-wook's latest film, which is reportedly a psychological thriller genre. And surprisingly, Jimin BTS's name was also mentioned in the shortlist of supporting candidates. Jimin himself finally spoke up in a short interview while at the airport on his way to a meeting with his agency. He admitted that he was proud and touched because Taehyung even contacted him personally to share this big news first. "I feel like I'm seeing a new Taehyung," Jimin said with a smile. Even more surprising, Jimin admitted that before his military service, he and Taehyung had a long discussion about their future dreams outside of music. Jimin wanted to focus on performance and production, while Taehyung was very interested in exploring the world of film. And now, what used to be just small talk has become a big reality. Fans, ARMY, were immediately abuzz on social media. Many voiced how amazing the friendship between Jimin and Taehyung was. Even the hashtag Jimin proud of Taehyung was trending on Twitter in Korea and Japan. Jimin's support for his best friend really melted the fans' hearts. In a Weverse post, Jimin wrote a touching personal message. "You make me want to work harder faster. Congratulations Taehyung. This is the beginning of an amazing era for you." This message was flooded with thousands of comments and millions of likes in a short time. Jimin is indeed known as a supportive person and sensitive to the development of his friends. However, this time, he seemed very touched and perhaps also felt called to immediately follow Taehyung's big steps. An internal source revealed that Jimin is currently in the discussion stage for a big collaboration with an international producer, which reportedly only happened after he was inspired by Taehyung's bold steps. According to the film's production staff Park Chan-wook, Taehyung showed extraordinary talent in the casting process and even refused to use an agency for the audition, a reckless move that actually impressed the director. This fact made Jimin even more amazed. Jimin even stated that he wanted to come directly to the filming location later to support Taehyung. "If my schedule allows, I want to see for myself how Taehyung works behind the camera," he told Japanese media. Many fans are now starting to compare Taehyung and Jimin's career styles after their military service. But interestingly, these two stars actually encourage each other to develop, instead of competing. This is a form of sincere friendship a la BTS that is hard to find in the entertainment industry. Not only that, Jimin even made a special playlist titled For Tae on his personal Spotify, which is filled with songs about movies, breakups, and friendship. Fans immediately suspected this as a form of Jimin's emotional support for his best friend's first acting project. In one live event, Jimin said, "I still remember when Taehyung said he wanted to work with Park Chan-wook. At that time we laughed because it felt like a dream. But now, he really did it." This sentence made ARMY feel emotional. Netizens also realized that Taehyung and Jimin had hung out together before the announcement of this film project. In the circulating photo, they were seen having a serious conversation at a cafe in Gangnam. Was that the moment when Taehyung leaked this big news exclusively? Jimin is now said to be an inspiration to many young idols because of his humble attitude even though he is at the peak of popularity. His reaction to Taehyung's success is a valuable lesson about the importance of supporting friends, not competing selfishly. Meanwhile, Korean media began to highlight Jimin and Taehyung's professional relationship as BTS's visionary duo, as they were seen as bringing a new color to the Korean entertainment industry. Jimin on stage, Taehyung on the big screen. Although this news was surprising, Some K-pop industry observers actually saw this moment as a spirit booster for Jimin. After undergoing his military service with deep reflection, Jimin is known to have strengthened his vision to become more than just an idol. He wants to become a true artist. In several interviews before his military service, Jimin had expressed his desire to explore the world of performing arts, visual performance, and even directing his own concert. Now, with his return to the entertainment world, that enthusiasm seems to have been re-energized by the big news from Taehyung. What's more interesting, in an interview with a Japanese media outlet, Jimin admitted that he had doubted himself after leaving the military. "I was confused. What should my first step be after this?" But hearing Taehyung immediately jump into a big project with Park Chan-wook, it felt like the world was saying, "Come on Jimin, now it's your turn," he said. This honest confession made fans love Jimin even more because of his openness. Armies from various countries even made a collage of memorable photos of Jimin and Taehyung from their debut until now, and shared them on social media as a form of support. They also created new hashtags like #JiminInspiredByTae and #ProudBesties that went global within 24 hours. International fans were touched by this story of mutually strengthening friendship, a value that is very rare in the global entertainment industry. Behind the closeness, it seems that Taehyung did not remain silent towards his best friend. In his live broadcast that went viral after the announcement of the film project, Taehyung said, "I want to see Jimin on stage again. He has something that no one else has." This statement immediately sparked speculation that Jimin was preparing a spectacular comeback stage. Many fans suspect that one of the reasons Jimin looked very emotional in the last few days was not only because he was proud, but also because he felt he was being left behind by time. However, it was from there that a healthy competitive spirit began to grow. Jimin began to be seen diligently at the Big Hit studio, almost every night. An insider said, "He returned to work with an aura that we have never seen before." In the midst of the heavy attention on Taehyung, Jimin secretly received many offers from big brands who wanted to make him an ambassador after his comeback. However, Jimin is very selective. He wants to choose a brand that aligns with his vision as an artist, not just as an idol. This proves that Jimin is planning a big step, perhaps bigger than he has ever done before. In an interaction with fans on Weverse, Jimin once said, "Taehyung and I do have different ways of expressing ourselves. But one thing is the same, we want to work honestly." This sentence is very deep and seems to emphasize that even though they are walking on different paths, film and music, they still walk with the same intention.